Morning, guys. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Donovon Couzens here from Outdoors and Ocean. Deciding to spend, which happens to be my birthday on Valentine's Day, a quick morning session. It's a bit overcast today. We're hitting the three little rivers in East London, getting bigger as we go. Yeah, we're on the Bonza Bay Upper River, the Lagoon, just below the ebb and flow. It's actually quite amazing how pretty an urban environment can be. I see there's some sacred ibis up there. I just saw 4-pied kingfisher go past, and fish eagle was on the other side of the bank just now. We into quite a bit of freshwater here, but just a bit of a mix of salt. So we might get into species like, well, I'm looking at river bream, possibly a little cob, maybe a skipjack or a small leerie. Sadly, this river in recent years, many recent years, there's a pipeline further up with some sewage, and there seems to be a constant leak. So I wouldn't eat anything out this river, but it's just still nice to know that there are some places we can bring our kids to and still fish, enjoy the environment. I see a lot of the small bait fish out there. Testing out and trying out one of our new little Whoppa Ploppa propeller lures here. I don't think color is super significant in this environment, but it's only about waist deep across. So a very subtle, slow presentation on the top is maybe a good idea. If you're interested, what I'm using is a Nobi Keen Force, lovely little stick. I love the action here, 7'6" medium. Little Nobi reel with some 10-pound braid and 0.3mm leader, tiny power swivel. Let's have a couple of flicks and see how it goes. First cast. Almost across the bank. Oh, I love the blah, 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 blah sound. Sounds awesome. In a calm environment like this, always a good idea to take some significant pauses between your retrieves. Some teal duck flying over. Oh, that whopper's nice and loud. Might be too noisy for the environment, I think, but just give it a go. Try to flick up the bank here. It's amazing on a light tackle how you can get a 40-50 meter cast without much effort. Saw a bit of wake just now, so you never know. There might be a skipjack or something around. A little bit of breeze this morning, which for topwater lure is not a bad thing. I often find you get better takes when there's a slight ripple. Oh, something hit that shoal down there. Let's have a quick throw that way. That looked like a cobby. Or else they split themselves. Bit of a long cast, give us some room, but worth a try. Yeah, such low plants and riverbanks. Left handy, here we go. Quite in the zone I wanted. Better start somewhere there. Used to be able to walk up and down the riverbank quite easily here, but it's got very overgrown with long paths in between, so I think further down looks a bit deeper and better. Oh, this thing makes a lot of noise. Top spins very easy. Yeah. what your top water is, the treble tends to often get around the front of the brae, your mono. These got a split ring fitted, so I've just gone with a short 0.3mm leader onto it. No reason to tie fancy knots there, just a simple knot. The split ring should take care of most of the movement. Okay, let's try to give some more swinging room here, boys. There we go. It's more like it. Let's try to take it slow so we spend more time in the zone. A bit of movement on the bank there. Never know how small the fish are you're contending with though, so it can be fun. Pause, stop, pause, stop. Must just commend the residents here. They keep the grass and they're beautifully mowed higher. So quite a pleasant environment. Come down cellar, I always carry a knife or something with me just in case you get some idiots, but you'll ask yourself, do those minutes speak for themselves or was there something at them? Strike into that shoal. Ah, there we go, good cast. Lovely, cool, overcast, humid day today, though. Much fish looking just yet, eh? A lot of mullet holding here, though. Huge shoals of them. Looks to be fairly decent size as well. Water shallow there. The Nahoon has been tidal loss, but the amount of rain we've had, it's been a very wet summer. There's some Lowry on the other side there. I don't know if you can pick it up on the mic. They don't only exist in Marsden Oaks. Okay, let's try a noisy, loud retrieve straight down the middle. See if there's any babies here that might be on the feed. Lack of cast. Tip up a bit. Oh, that whopper sends a lot of noise. There's an aggressive predator around. I don't see them not taking it. Good for freshwater, bass, etc. But I think in saltwater I might try some assist hooks from the back. I think his hookup rate might be better, especially on the larger species. Okay, let's try the same thing further down. I do believe in a shallow area, if you don't work it too much, you're not getting no joy, you just try a different lure. Got a little walk the dog on and try as well, a little white one. Shouldn't punt myself for my birthday, but we've created our own tackle brand called Outfish. We're small, but we're growing. Hooks, lures, tackle, braids, that kind of thing. More and more stuff every week, and watch the space. It's going to be big. Yes, to like 2025. Gam! Oh, there's another chase down there. Okay, let's give him another week. A little bit beyond casting distance, but man's got to do what a man's got to do. Try not to catch a tree. Okay, we're back. There's our little walk the dog lure. It's called I call it a white walker. It's a dog white walker. It's a big Game of Thrones fan. Some corrosion resistant trebles. For the saltwater environment, I might go with a couple of the assist hooks on the back there. Granted, they've become a bit insignificant. They like to hit a bit sporadically. Trebles don't always work. But yeah, let's give it a couple of flicks. I'll show you guys how we walk the dog and try not to tangle the tree too much. Come down. 10-pound braid this one. Here we go. The cool thing about a walk the dog lure, a very subtle presentation. If there's any predatory fish around, they normally work a charm. Let's go for a short cast, and which in this case means on the other side of the bank. Okay, so with a walk the dog, you need to wind in the slack. That's the whole idea behind it. So, some nice chases there. Some very nice chases there. So, rod down at a slight angle. Another chase. There's definitely something around, jokes. So just subtle pulls and plucks. You want to make it walk in ziggy-zaggy. I like a slow way of doing it. Oh yeah, that walks very nicely. I don't think colour makes as much difference as most oaks will. I find lure cast is silhouette anyhow. I find the colour mainly helps me see what the lure's doing, particularly in choppy or rough windy conditions. So there we go, there we go. Come walkie walkies, boy, walkie walkies. If you get it right, you can walk it with almost not moving the lure. It literally very slow retrieve, little plucks of the slack the whole time, left and right, left and right. Pause occasionally. Amazing how many hits you get on that pause as well. That's a cool fishing egret. Damn, fishy, fishy. This is definitely not the zone on the bank here, though. Let's try to get into that side again. There's some chases there. Okay, let's get a cast in the right area. Not too close to the action, but close enough. That's it. Perfecto. A lot of monkeys on the side. I know they raid the houses here quite often. And the mosquitoes are mad, dudes. Yeah, they're crazy this summer. These walk the dogs are 10 centimeter, which I find is a nice size. Too big, and I think you're eliminating the small species. I'd actually like some about 6 centimeters long to work as well, so working on that. Oh, there's a chase, a decent chase. Got to hit the target species here, X. Let's go for high overhand cast. I want that fish, whatever it is. It's a big mullet. Cursing myself. Okay, here we go. Mind the trees, mind the trees, mind the trees. It's not too far away from it. Okay. In this kind of environment, you've got to constantly watch it water, look for the fish, look where they're feeding. It's shallow, so you speak them very easy on the cast as well. So subtle's the name of the game. Yeah, there's definitely something around there. There's monitor getting chowed. Maybe a cobble something like that as well. Not quite getting my cast down to the zone I want. Let's try further down here. Excuse me disappearing from camera, folks. Fish are calling. Okay, so guys, we're about 100 meters further down than we were. It's opening up here slightly, still very shallow. I can see we're talking 30, 40 centimeters, but it looks like some fish were holding there. I know there's a slightly deeper channel around the bend, so I have a couple of flicks here anyhow. This walk the dog is going well. I like it. Even in a slow action, got a nice steady zigzag. Gee, a lot of bad fish here though, so let's try to see if we can pull a strike. It looked like a couple of fish were moving on that side. Literally, I saw a couple of wakes, so maybe a little skippy or something like that. But I think this area is so shallow, 3 or 4 cars should do it. Walk the dog is about the only thing I'd fish in the shallow water. I can see there's quite a lot of mud and rocks. Always keep your rod down at an angle, noisy Egyptian geese flying over. And just remember, you're plucking the slack, and pause. Within your retrieves in any of those areas, it helps to kind of try different things, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes super slow. You don't quite know what's working on a day. I'll try to get a flick down into the current over there. Use the wind to my advantage. Give myself a bit of swing room here. Like a muddy. These little Nobi rods cast beautifully, I must admit. They've got a lovely flicking type action. Oh, that land looks like it might have landed this way. Come boy. Too much slack on my cast, there's the wind, I'm afraid. Next while to work it up. There we go. I just think it's shallow here. When it's super shallow, you find your predatory fish get a little skitsy. You need about on salt water, that's my rough day. But I might be wrong. But I think just on the bend there's my next spot. I think there's a little cliff and some deeper holes. Hopefully some more salt. Okay, running out of water there, dude. Yeah. So this is a quick pop oaks, it's just too shallow. Huh? I'm used to the level being about a foot or two deeper than this. It's been a while since I've seen it this low, but obviously it means it's broken through with recent rains we've had. So let's move on. Okay, my final spot on the upper reaches of Quinera River here. Quinera River, forgive me. It's early on a Friday morning. We're about 1 kilometer above the mouth, so it's very shallow mouth at best, about knee deep. Low tide and muddy, but let's walk the dog the last few flicks. A little bit of deep water against the cliffs there, you never quite know. So let's give it a go. Oh, did you see the legs? Almost then on the rocks. Keep her slow, keep her in the zone. Twitch, twitch. If there's any snapper in the river, that's where it's going to be. We do get some river snapper here. You know, most of our little lagoons, I know in Nahoon the guys got some on live bait. We've caught in Kiwani, I've caught in Chalamna. We don't often fish for them in Eastern Cape. Live bait seems to be the easiest way to get them. Double mouth hold some nice ones too. Some legends higher up there. And they like the upper reaches. The sadly pollution is affecting a lot of our little lagoons around town. There we go, twitchy twitch. Keep the line slack. Some mud this morning, but freshest little whales. They're pretty up here, I must admit. And you sound as a whir of all the lawnmowers higher up. some huge wild figs and that on the other side there. Quite a few cycads as well. So certainly cool little inner urban environment in the heart of Beacon Bay, wouldn't say it. About 2 kilometers from the shopping malls. Okay, that's chasing that one through. Let's try against that clay. Looks like a little waterfall stream comes down there. Go, Mr. Walkie White Walker. Gets me a fish. Yo, a lot of mother jokes. This thing speaks him, wasn't he? Oh, almost on the rock. Next retrieve reminded me to bring it all the way in. It looked like something might have hit the mother to my toes here. Patience, dude, patience. Yeah, something speaking to my mother. Could be me though. There's a chase over there too. I think it's worth a couple of casts here, guys. Worst places to be here. Worst places to be. Just one little take, one little cob or something like that would be lekker just to whet the appetite. From here we're moving on to the Nahoon River. We're going near the mouth here on some salt water now. We'll look for some spotties, some leerie and cob, and then we'll go fairly close to the mouth, about a kilometre up. Nahoon's a strong tidal river. Not the deepest, but it's a strong tidal river. This would be described more as a lagoon. I love the subtle presentation of this. You can literally just bob it along, give it a side sweep. Certainly very impressed how the little lure works. It's not finding fish. The whole idea of a walk the dog is to imitate an injured mullet or injured baitfish on top of the water. And can be very, very productive. And what's cool about it, it's shallow or deep, it's very subtle and it draws fish from a long way. Things such as grunter, cob, leerie, a lot of fish will take a walk the dog. It's bass and most freshwater species love them as well. Anything that likes a child little fish. I must admit, I am running a little bit out of patience here. Let's hope the rain holds off. There's 60% chance today, but it looks like it's going to be clear for me. First day and all. Spoil the life of the Valentines dinner later. The fishing can cure all heartaches. Oh, there's a nice little fish. A little bit of green there. Okay, let's go one long cast down that side. Hope I'm losing the trees. And then I'm calling it a day for the spot hooks. Jesus, right cast beautifully. Well, in a small lagoon like this, you never know where they are feeding. They might come up here at sunset, they might be further down, waiting for the catching on the outgoing tide. You know, shoals of leerie and cob and skipjack move around constantly. Overcast weather normally helps, but you never know where they're feeding. Access to the river, yeah, not that huge. You've got the upper section here, further down, a lot of drunkards and that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's not the most idyllic fishing environment. Which is sad, because it used to be as a youngster. We used to get a lot of small pignose in this river as well. And I've seen some good leerie come out here, up to about a metre odd. As I said, only further down. Yeah, Oaks, my dog has walked. Time to hook some juice. Just a final product pitch. We'll walk the doggy. I call it a white walker. Yeah, walks nicely, easy. I quite like as well when you do it like just a pop, it sends a nice little round circle out. A very easy walk. Hasn't got the longest glide I've ever seen, but I like the shape. Walks easily, even if your retrieve's not perfect and your timing's not spot on. I dig that. Quite like the contrast of the red eye and the red hooks as well. Cheers, Oaks, catch you. Okay, guys, welcome to the Nahoon River. This runs through the heart of East London. Sadly, a river that's also picked up a lot of pollution in recent years. There's some serious pollution from that side in the city as well as further up. And the river does sadly run through a lot of informal townships, and that's pollution levels are high. Wouldn't necessarily say I'll eat anything out of the river. It's nice one to try fish. This is we are blessed to have a river of this beauty in our city, which was a cleaner. Rain might be coming in soon, so this might be cut short. Just giving you guys a tip, we're about less than a K up from the mouth. Any river on the southern coastline, generally your bottom section at the mouth, the current runs too fast. There's not enough food, you won't find sand prawns or too many mullet holding there in that, and fish just fly past your bait. As you come up most of our estuaries in South Africa, you'll find you get to what's called a drop-off. So you get a shallow area and then it drops. Yeah, the drop-off is not significant by any means, but it's a zone that should produce more fish. We're on the outgoing tide now. Not the best. I prefer fishing this kind of area in incoming, but sometimes beggars can't be choosers. Valentine's morning. Let's give it a hike. As usual, and as the last six sections we fished, I always like to start with the top water. The idea with top water is your traction rate is fairly good. So even from about 20 meters away, any leary or cob, whatever, should pick up and latch onto that. So that's just my first go-to. I find your subsurface lures like your paddle tails and that work tremendously well, but they don't have as big a range of attraction. So top water starts off well. One thing I was noting, these little walk the dogs, a significant rattle in them. Get 2 or 3 bearings and make a nice clunk, 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 clunk. So let's see if we can have a couple of flicks. I'm going to try to go towards the buoy there and just edge the drop off. There might be a spotty round as well, so some subtle retrieves could be ordered a day. Yeah, once we untangled, love 10-pound braid, tends to get a bit tangled quite easily. One thing I didn't mention on the previous one was there we go on the edge. Just dragging away fast on the wind. You walk the dogs when you're fishing any top water lure, you tend to create a lot of slack loops, which can lead towards wind knots. Doesn't matter what braid or reel you use to some degree, it's actually the action that causes the problem. So at the end of a session or every now and again, just have a cast and a really fast hard retrieve so you pull up your line tight. It just irons out those kinks before they become a problem, you know what I mean? So solve it before it's an issue. Some braids, the harder ones, tend to be a little more prone to it, but generally any supple braid, I don't know if there's much going to happen on this one, but I'll give this 2 or 3 casts, and then I'm very keen to try. I've got some little micro jigs, little 7 gram and 10 gram. We'll give them a try here as well. Where there is a bit of miss, the goal today is to fish all 3 of East London's rivers. I'm not going to include Galeeby in this just purely because of logistics, and it's a little out of town. But after this, we're hooking to the hard one, the short pier. We're going to try rust up some shad on some little micro jigs as well. Okay, cast. Let's just try. Maybe let's try a little faster retrieve this time. Any lure, it helps us to get to know the lure. Walking the dog downward tip is always your friend, and you're trying to read in the slack. I'm going for a faster retrieve. Still getting a lovely ziggy action. That will tend to, your faster retrieves will tend to things like leary and shad and that, and cob. Subtle retrieves, more your spotted grunter, but they can vary all the time as well. So double check as well. What often happens with a walk the dog, because of your erratic action, your treble does catch the front mono quite often. With fact as well, sometimes I actually tend to like to fish 2 assist hooks on the back and just forego the front treble, maybe for a front single if I have to. But if your walk the dog's not too large, you can get away with just 2 decent sharp assist hooks. Any decent sized fish you should still catch. So you try one down that side. Check if there are any spotties in the shallows. If you're working it up against the wind, you can also slow down your retrieve quite a lot, so you can hold in the zone a good deal longer. Whereas if you're rolling down with the wind behind your lure, you tend to go a little too fast and it's hard to work in action. There's a seagull interested in my walk the dog. Oi! It is not bait, I promise you. You're young and stupid. Nah, she flies away. Come on, guy, don't chow my bed. Listen to your friend there. Another one coming to look at my lure. Last thing you want is hooking a seagull on a Friday morning. It's turning quite miserable. I should have brought the jacket down. Fighting a bit of flu at the moment, runny nose, and that's not looking to kill myself today. But I just wanted to show you guys what our rivers look like. Okay, I'm way too shallow at the moment. Let's just try one at that side bank. I like to cast a bit of a fan spread. So about 5-6 casts to cover a fan, and sometimes repeat. But I find changing lures fairly often gives me confidence. You're never sure what's feeding on what, at what speed and what depth, and got some awesome little soft plastics I want to try as well. So let's mix it up today. The chop here is quite significant, so the walk the dog not that effective in this kind of environment right now. It's a little too rough almost. I need something of a bigger splash like a popper to really work that. Okay, hook change. Okay, so this is one of the soft plastics we're testing out. Ironically, my daughter says it reminds her of a spoon. Too much biology at school nowadays. Just using a little quarter-ounce jiggerhead, probably about 2.0 odd. It's a nice thing, there's no real rocks, a couple of rocks in there, nothing major. So no reason to go weedless here, get as much point out as possible. Just work slowly. There's an odd cob, grunt or whatever might come onto a soft plastic. Always worth throwing a couple of fairly slow retrieve. You're just going to let it hit the bottom, twitch up, drop, twitch up, drop. Standard retrieve really for most things. Yeah, let's give it a wake. Oopsie, mind braid around the phone. It doesn't always work too well. Try to find some deeper water. Looks pretty silted here after the recent rains. The problem with soft plastics, they don't cast too well. Give it a couple of seconds to sink. I must admit the weather's getting a bit misty. The drizzle is starting to come in. I can see me cutting this section here, but short and taking it to the harbour instead. My faith for trying to find a shade there is a little stronger than finding a spot here. For those of you who are interested, across the other side of the river there, let's do a slight pan if that's okay with you. New tripod, forgive the rough movement. There we go. You'd see on that side of the river, that's where the dusty trail is on the Nahoon Reserve on the river. Man-planted mangroves, but they're spread naturally and done very well. Rocks on the side here. People like to think that this is the most southern mangrove, but I have seen mangroves in the Chilumna River, and I think a couple in the Kaiskama Hamburg River as well. So not quite unique to East London, but probably the most southern large mangrove around. BirdLife loves it. Hasn't really got the deep channels in that we typically associate with the mangrove. And this river is in keen need of a serious flood to flush it out. We've had lots of rains lately, but no mega floods. It's just bull brings more sludge and silt down, and a lot of this water hyacinth, which is clogging the system. It just shows how much pollution there is, because when you see water hyacinths, you know that the phosphate levels in the water are very high. It's as bad in the fresh water, and it just buggers up the river system. Where it decomposes, I know, so you get a lot of anaerobic black mud. Whoopsie, on the rocks, dude. On the best spot. Let's bring that in. Yeah, so it's not a nice thing, and I don't know if there are any quick solutions to sorting out pollution in our rivers, guys. It's we can try, eh? We can do our parts, but municipalities should be more liable and responsible for sewage treatment, and slowly but surely, hopefully things don't get worse, rather than make them get better as time goes on. But if our urban population is growing, it's got quite difficult. So just a twitch, pause, twitch, pause. Maybe I'm a bit too fast here, but it is fairly shallow, so there's no reason to drag right on the bottom super slow. This drop off used to go to about 1.5 meters deep, it's even shallower than that nowadays. So a lot of sand's come down, and the mud bank is so sludgy. I'm not going to try to hike up further into the deeper corner, they like to call it. It's just not worth the effort sometimes. The reason you see the buoy in the middle here, that's the shallow part. If you try canoeists love this river. We've got a lot of guys who paddle on a regular daily basis, but that's about it as far as the good river usage goes. Let's try a slow bottom drag. So yeah, Valentine's, I'll see the wife for lunch just now. Hopefully get this video up this afternoon for you guys. Let's just try to sneak that harbour session in shortly, because I think we are doing casting practice. But you never know. If you never wet a lure, you never catch a fish. So that's always the whole idea of the game. And with short sessions, I find lures in particular are quite satisfying. Even if I don't catch, at least I enjoy the environment. It's amazing how we've had so much rain this December. All you hear around our valleys and neighborhoods is just the mowing of lawnmowers and garden services. It's a non-stop there. One last flick up that side and the channel. Come on, down. There might be a spotty over there. You never know, dude. No, it's been slow. Yeah, there are some good spotted grunt in the Nahoon River. There's some good cob as well. Cob mainly come on a live bat. But the spotted gunter, the guys drifting with prawn. I think some 60, 70 centimeter specimens do come out of the river sometimes. Average is about 40, 45 centimeters, so they're not monsters. But they are here and they do hold. And we used to get some significant skipjack here in the old days with like 1 meter plus, but they seem to have disappeared. But yeah, cob and spotties are fairly strong. Some occasional river snapper just above the bridges. So for an urban river, it's at least a river. Never been my hottest spot though, especially for a lure casting perspective. Many hours of just playing and very little catching happening. I think we just don't. The mouth is just not quite deep enough, and the channels don't push hard enough to bring the better predators through. Okay, last flick for the Nahoon. Felt like a bump. Maybe second last flick for the Nahoon. Let's give it one last go, and that's it again. Casting into the wind with a 1/4 ounce is not the easiest sometimes, guys. Yeah, soft plastics are fun and wonderful, but long distance casting in them don't quite always go. If you go up to 1 ounce here, you're just going to kill the action in shallow water. So always a compromise. If I was less of a wuss, I should be wading out on the sandbar there and going fishing the drop off more significantly. I tend to do them in the pushing tide there. And there are a number of Eskims on this river. For you those who don't know, an Eskim, our electric skates here are prevalent and give you a nice zap, which certainly wakes you up. Okay, so signing out until the Buffalo River, that's the next spot that side. About a 10-15 minute drive, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Cheers. Hey, we're at the mouth of the mighty Buffalo River. I'm on the short pier in East London here. Just a quick pan around to give you an idea where we're at. There's our esplanade. A couple of boys fishing some liveys here, so we're going to some closing costs. Depth-wise, we're looking at about 3-4 meters here. On the inside, it's about 4 meters with a 14 meters with a dredge. But yeah, let's have a couple of flicks, a little micro jig. We're trying out for 7 and 10 gram, and see if we can pluck a little shade or something along those lines for a few minutes. Cool. Okay, so literally trying for some little shade here. That's a little 7 gram micro jig we brought out. It's got a front assist, a treble at the back. Give it a few flicks and see what we can do. Just split these off. Whew. Yeah, you can try on the calmer clear side, and I'll show you guys the SA Gallus 2 is in the harbour at the moment. So if we give the handheld footage here, this is the mouth of the Buffalo River. That's our yacht cabin corner there. River channel runs through in about 14 meters odd. That's the oil rig on that side. The red and white ship you see there is the SA Gallus 2 aquatic research vessel. Yeah, the river still produces some big fish. We've seen some big nose and some yellowtail come out. The short pier is still a significant local fishery. A lot of subsistence fishermen fish here. The wind's starting to howl. That's our little short pier, then breakwall on the back, unfortunately closed to fishing in recent years. But yeah, we're in the heart of East London. Going to throw a few last few flicks, and hopefully you've enjoyed my Valentine's journey with me. If I do catch anything significant, I will gladly give you a holler. But Donovon from the Buffalo River, which is a fairly polluted girl. She comes all the way down from the Amatella Mountains out of like in Williamstown. Sadly, also through a lot of urban areas, a couple of big dams on there as well. But yeah, you know, East London's at least blessed to have some rivers and some variety. So let's enjoy our environment, and as much as we can, try to catch some fish. Signing out. Cheers, Don.